You're welcome once again. I'm Pastor Jimmy. And today we are continuing on the second part of mathematics of marriage. I'll just to give you a brief intro. In case you've not watched the first part, we were able to define what we mean by positive background and negative background. So positive background, just core values that are positive, communication, respect, love, transparency. And the other side where you have deceit, you settle conflict in aggression, there's disrespect, you talk just anyhow to your partner or in those homes. So that's the background that we are continuing today. Against that backdrop, we are continuing the part 2 of this mathematics of marriage. And so we will look at these scenarios. Scenario 1, Pastor Jimmy, if I come from a positive background and a positive background, does that mean, is it automatic that I'm going to have a successful marriage? And I'll answer your question to say, not really, not really. You may come from same type of background, but remember that we have different temperaments. I'm a certified temperament counselor, clinical counselor. So you find out that your temperament, I might be a choleric, where I'm so driven by goals, by results. I'm not that loving person. It's all about leadership. And my partner, maybe a sanguine. Who is a sanguine? The sanguine is the life of the party. Just happy go somebody. He's not, what is it? Is there a timetable for food? If there's none, they just eat anything. And your partner is, in my home, we have timetable. We eat this on Mondays, we eat this on Tuesday. That will create a problem. The two are from positive backgrounds. So if you are if the wife or the husband brings his, and you guys have not sat down to decide what you are bringing into your relationship, always know a successful marriage is intentional. It doesn't come by me just saying, same background, this and that. No, it doesn't. So I'll dare say that look at what do we bring into our new home, our new relationship from these two sides. So just don't assume because you come from this same background it's going to work. It may not, because we have our temperaments and we have our core family values from both sides. It's not that they are bad. That's just the value system of where I came from and where you come from. So the second scenario that we'll be addressing today is now I come from a positive background and my partner is from a negative background, abusive and aggression and communication, respect. How does that work? Will that be a successful one or will that lead to failure? Again, I say, I can never overemphasize this issue that while you're dating and your courtship, you need to intentionally communicate and discuss what our core value system that we're bringing into this relationship. So you find out that the person from an aggressive background, where they do this and settle conflicts in disrespect, you find out that that person may really, really hate that type of a value system. And this person is saying, I love it when we respect each other, when we communicate effectively, when we are transparent, when we are loving, even in our conflict, when we know when to talk and not when to talk. Because of the fact that we're a product of our background, the person might find himself or herself falling into that negative. But the partner needs to understand that with time, this person will get it. Your new value of respect and love and conflict resolution, the partner will get it. So don't just say, oh, it's because you are from a negative background, that's why you're talking to me like that. Remember, you are both intentional about creating this new value system. So when they even fall into that, with understanding, accommodate them and let them be able to learn. So it takes time. Don't just say the first year is not going to work, so that's it. Where give each other time to rub off on each other. And you may now have somebody from the positive who, where they're supposed to take a stand, they may not. The strength from the other side of aggression will come up, and you find out that the person will take a lead in that, and the partner will be able to say, that's a good thing you did. I never saw it like that, because maybe my father always took the lead, but you jumped in, or my mother always took the lead. So again, do not assume that by us coming from different backgrounds, it's not going to work. No, it will. If right from beginning we communicate, we discuss. And the third scenario is we both come from negative backgrounds. We settle everything with punches, with shouting bouts, with curse words. When the two of you come together and you really you do not appreciate, because again, some people may appreciate that background and they may say, it's our comfort zone and we love it and we will make it work. But for the sake of your next generation, is that the baton you want to pass on, where aggression, disrespect, and all? So the two of you coming together now, it's actually easier because you know the triggers. You've experienced it, you've grown up in that situation. You guys are now going to work at it and say, we will not let this continue. In our generation and in my children's time, we will show them where there's love, that, marriage or relationships can be a loving place, a place of respect, a place of joy. There'll be conflict, but where we resolve conflict with good skills, for lack of a better word, where we are not just ignoring each other, where we're sweeping things under the carpet, where we cannot communicate without raised voices. It doesn't need to get to that. But again, you will notice that Pastor Jimmy loves that word, intentional. So you must be intentional at your new relationship, the new union. So we've come to discuss the mathematics part 1 and part 2, this different background, different values. So as you go on, either if you're married, you're already in it, or you are dating, I want you to know that you must be intentional at the core values you are bringing in, irrespective of the backgrounds that we have come from. So thank you for watching. This brings us to the end of this episode.